Hi VC, this is Aaron, Mitha Alamar, and today I am continuing on with Dan from Dots and Loops' thread with Show Me Your Tapes. And I finished off with my CDs. I'll start up here. And this here's a band from Denmark, DAD, No Fuel Left for the Pilgrims. Really great cassette. They're a great band. It's had Sleeping My Day Away. Rim of Hell was always my favorite song on this. Really killer stuff here. I also have this on vinyl. A promo copy on vinyl, but they're a great band. Unfortunately, that's the only one I have of them on cassette. And then here, this here is this is Dandelion. I Think I'm Gonna Be Sick. Really, really good. Kind of alternative grunge, killer stuff. Kind of rare. Yeah, I haven't heard this in a while. I used to listen to this a lot, though. Really good stuff here. Pretty interesting enter too. Waiting for a Ride. Yeah, that's a great one. Onion Field. Thorn. Yeah, this is great. Killer stuff. Not a very well-known band. Dandelion. The early 90s, I'd say. It's got to be 1990. It looks like. Yeah. And then here's one of my favorite bands, Dangerous Toys with Hellacious Acres. I own this on cassette and on CD, not on vinyl yet. And then Dangerous Toys Pissed. I don't have their self-titled anymore. I used to have it on cassette as well. Really killer. Dangerous Toys. Great band. And I've got some Danzig, self-titled. Really killer, and it, folds out and has the lyrics on the other side. I'm getting too old. These cassettes are all the writing is getting small for me. I used to be able to read it real easily. And then some Lucifuge, another great one, and How the Gods Kill. I'll pull this one out. There's the cassette, and this is actually my favorite Danzig. This and Lucifuge are pretty close for me, but I really love this album. And all the lyrics. And just recently I have acquired these first three on vinyl, so that's really cool. And here's one of my very favorite bands ever. This is Frolic Through the Park. I've had this cassette since it came out, listened to it so much, it just about wore it out. Great album, Death Angel. And then I got some Machine Head. Oh, no, not Machine Head. This is In Rock. My favorite, actually. Deep Purple In Rock. Great album. One of my favorite albums of all time. Some Tattooed Millionaire from Bruce Dickinson. Love this album. It's still my favorite of his solo records. I like all his stuff, though. But this is great record there. Some Holy Diver. It's probably a record club press for that. And then I got some Dream Evil. Like I said, I used to own like entire discographies of all these bands, but I lost them through the years. Great album here, Dio Dream Evil. And this one's pretty cool. This is Inferno Live at Dio's Inferno Live at Last. And this is a double cassette. And it's really good. It's kind of like just a live set of Dio. So it's got Tracy G on the guitars at this point. So that means it's probably during the can't remember what album his first one was. Probably right after Lock Up the Wolves. But yeah, it's a double cassette. Really good live stuff. And got some Brothers in Arms from Dire Straits. And this is a great one here. This is Dirty Looks bootlegs. I used to have a bunch of Dirty Looks on cassette. This is my only one I have left. I really miss 5 Easy Pieces because I don't have that on any format, and I love that one. But great album, great band, Dirty Looks. Some Demals. Really good glam metal band. Killer stuff. 777 was the single, but this is a pretty good album. It's kind of like in the vein of Poison, but I like these guys a little better, actually. Got a little more of an edge to them. And then I got some Tooth and Nail. Great Dokken record. One of the best. And it's, you know, it's got the picture and the lyrics. Then I got some Under Lock and Key. Great album as well. Had these Dokken tapes since I was in high school. Listen to them a lot. Walk Away. With Unchained the Night on the B-side. It's just a single. Got The Doors 13. And here's a really killer one here. This is a Playa del Rock by DePriest. It's Nadir DePriest, the singer. He was in London previously to this, and this is an amazing record. I don't think it was ever released on vinyl, but you know, it's got Ride You Through the Night. Oh man, I haven't heard this in a while. This is so good. And Russian Winter, It's So Easy, Money Honey. They do Hot Child in the City, a really good version of that. A song called The Wall is really cool. Yeah, this is a great, great record. DePriest, Playa del Rock. And there they are. Killer band, killer album. I think this is the only album they ever put out as DePriest, I believe. I got some Long Run from the Eagles. The Electric Boys, Funk-A-Metal Carpet Ride. Got All Lips and Hips on it. It was the single from that. It's a good album. And one of my very favorite bands. I've had these cassettes since they came out and wore them out. Every Mother's Nightmare. Amazing, amazing record. Love this one. It's so good. I mean, they do a version of Long Haired Country Boy on here, but, you know, Walls Come Down. This is just so good. It's the heavier side of the glam metal, for sure. Very heavy. I know Ron Haggerty really likes them, too. They're a great band. And I also have Wake Up Screaming, which I wish I could get on vinyl, but I don't think it was ever released. Amazing record here, too. It's their second. And this is just as good as their first. It's a killer, killer album. I haven't heard this for a while. I haven't heard my tapes in a long time, so I'm starting to dig into them a little bit. It's hard with all my records. But yeah, this has got, you know, House of Pain starts off with that. Is so good. Closet Down the Hall, I Hate Myself, Already Gone. Tobacco Road, that's really good. Slip and Fall, that's maybe my favorite. I love that one. You know, If I Had My Way. Killer, killer stuff. These guys are great. Love Every Mother's Nightmare. Great stuff there. And I got some Faster Pussycat debut. Great album. Wake Me When It's Over. Another great one. Their second album. And then I've got Whipped. And Whipped is really good. Kind of very underrated. It's one of my grails on vinyl. I need to get it. Got some great stuff on here. Non-Stop to Nowhere. Oh yeah, this is killer. And Loose Booty, I believe, is on this one. Really good. Very underrated album by them. Jack the Bastard. Oh yeah, this is a killer album. Wow. Love that. And I got some Goodwill for 49 cents. Blue Moon Swamp from John Fogerty. And one of my very favorite albums of all time, Four Horsemen, Nobody Said It Was Easy. I have this on all three formats, CD, cassette, and vinyl. Love this record. Amazing, amazing bluesy metal. Killer stuff, Four Horsemen. And I think this is the only thing. I have an EP of them as well that came out before this, but I think that's the only things they ever did. But this is just killer. Killer party southern bluesy metal. Killer stuff. Wanted Man, I love that song. And I got some Fraley's Comet, of course. Ace Frehley's my favorite guitarist. Love Ace. And Live Plus One. Another really good one. And Words Are Not Enough, I believe was that's the studio song. That's really good too. And maybe my favorite Ace solo record, Trouble Walkin'. Love Trouble Walkin'. Great White's debut. Their best album, their heaviest album. Killer stuff. And then Once Bitten, Twice Shy. The thing that's cool about this, though, it's got a song called Slow Ride, not the Foghat one, but the really cool one on here, the extra bonus track, is Wasted Rock Ranger. Kind of an acoustic song about drugs and drinking. It's really funny, really killer song. It's worth it just for that. The Wasted Rock Ranger's a classic. It's killer. And here's a really good one here. This is Grunt Truck. Really cool grunge band. Kind of grunge alternative. Someone did that before when I got it. I already had that on there. But this band is really good. I love Grunt Truck. I think this might be their only album, but I'm not sure. It's the only one I've ever heard. But I love this killer album. I got to give that a play. I haven't heard that one for a while. Killer. Grunt Truck. Then we got some 3-Lock Box from Sammy Hagar. One of my very favorite Hagars. This is Red Voodoo with Sammy Hagar and the Woberitas. Killer album. I love this album. The 2 Woberitas records, or 2 or 3 he did, are all really good. Marching to Mars and this. I need to get Marching to Mars again. But yeah, this is really good. Killer album. This is one of my very favorites. I wore this cassette out. I used to try to sing along to this. I love it's the Hangman. Amazing, underrated. One of those bluesy metal bands. It's got a heavier edge to them. Yeah, it's torn, but they're a really good band. Got all the lyrics. Every song's good on this. I mean, Desperation Town, Coal Mine, Walking in the Woods. They're really unique. Killer. The songs just stick in your head once you hear them a few times. Rotten Sunday. Killer album. Hangman. There's one of these Korean albums. This is George Harrison, the best of George Harrison, Korean cassette. It's pretty cool. Some Gary Hoey, with just titled Gary Hoey, great guitarist. He was in Heavy Bones with Joel Ellis and Frankie Banali. That's a cool band, but Gary Hoey. The Hooters, One Way Home. I don't know this album as well as their Nervous Night album. I really love that one. This is alright too. Here's a good one. This is House of Lords. Of course, it's got Greg Giuffria and, you know, great band. I Want to Be Loved was a big single. Yeah, House of Lords. Gene Simmons produced this. He was kind of trying to get them going. Chuck Wright, bass player. Good stuff. Kind of a pop metal, but it's good. Our Mother Earth. They're really good. This is Dig. Really good band. Alternative, kind of industrial at times. Kind of different sounding. They're good. I like them. This is one of my favorite albums. Love this. I Napoleon. Believe it's their only thing they ever did. They had a song called I Am the Idiot that me and my friends were just ate that up. This is a killer album, you know, perfect absolution. It's kind of almost kind of an art metal, a little bit of prog elements, really killer stuff. I Napoleon. Very hard to find this too. I don't think it was ever released on vinyl. The CD's even hard to find. Great album. Some Power Slave. Killer Maiden. Love Maiden. Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. Like I said, I used to have every single one of the cassettes of all these bands. I wish I still did. Fear of the Dark. Got some Jackal. It's another good band. I like Jackal, especially this first one. It's my favorite by them. And Cut the Crap by Jackal, their second. It's good, but I like that first one better. Some Jet Boy with Feel the Shake. This is a great band. Killer album. I had this since... this had to be about 86 or 7 when this came out. So I remember I bought this in Portland, Oregon when I was visiting. 86, yep. And these guys are really good. Feel the Shake, really good. There's the inner sleeve. Lyrics. But yeah, I like Jet Boy. I don't have any of their other stuff, any of their other albums, but I have the Feel the Shake as their debut. Great stuff. And some Jethro Tull with Benefit. That's pretty cool. And also Original Masters by Jethro Tull. Can't go wrong with them. They're a good band. Johnny Crash, Neighborhood Threat. Really good. Killer album. Is this the one with Hey Kid on it? Yeah, Hey Kid. No Bones About It. All the Way in Love. Just reading these off, all these songs pop right back in my head. Killer album. Johnny Crash. They were, this might have been their only album, but this is really good. Great, great album here. And then I got some Kathmandu. This is a really good album here. This is a singer from Fastway, David King. And this might have been their only album. But this is a great, Kathmandu is so good. There it is. There's the band there. There's Dave King there with his hand in the air. Killer album, Kathmandu. And one of my favorite pop rock guys, Greg Kihn Band with Continued. Killer album. And this here, Kick Tracy Field Trip. One of my very favorite EPs of all time. This I don't have their No Rules album anymore. I used to have it, and that's a grail of mine on vinyl as well. This one here, I don't think was ever released on vinyl. It came out right after their first album, and this album it's killer. It's better than their full-length album. It's so good. The song Field Trip is great. Out of My Head. It's got some really heavy stuff on here, and then some moodier things too. Drop in the Ocean, Blood Brother, blows me away every time I hear it. In Trance. Walking with a Dead Girl, every song on this. I wish I could find this on vinyl. I don't think they ever put it out though. Field Trip by Kick Tracy. Amazing, amazing. Some Kingdom Come. Kinks. I think this is like a Spanish version or something, or Mexican version. That's cool. And I used to have every single Kiss album on tape, every one of them, but I don't anymore. I just have them all on vinyl. Dynasty, Hard Times. Love Hard Times. Yeah, this is a killer. I don't care what people say, I love that album. This one too, The Elder. It's all cracked from being in my car listening to it. Love The Elder. Amazing. Dark Light. I always go for the 8 songs first. And Kiss Asylum, one of their heaviest albums they ever did. It's the album that actually got me into Kiss. I love Asylum. Every song is killer. Heavy, 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 heavy album. Hot in the Shade. They were my favorite band at the time when this came out, and me and my friends, we would drive around listening to this over and over, drinking beers, whatever, partying. Amazing. I love this record. Betrayed, and every song's good. It's Kiss. Great stuff. And then I've got Forever with The Street Giveth and The Street Taketh Away single. And some Revenge. Another great one. Car Jam, of course. That's killer. Killer stuff. And some Carnival of Souls. Really great. Heavy. All these are like some of their heaviest albums. And to finish out today, I'll go with Kix, Midnight Dynamite, my favorite Kix album. I like all Kixes, but this one here, Scarlet Fever, is my favorite Kix song. Every song on this is killer. Great album. Wish I had all their others I used to have too, but there we go. That's close to half of my cassettes. I'll keep going. I'll do another 2 or 3 and then finish this out. Thanks, Dan, for giving me this thread so I could show my cassettes. I've been wanting to do it for a while. And everyone keep on rocking.